Alright, in this video, we're going to check out some cool stones and rings and do some examinations. Stay tuned, I'll get into it right now. Alright, y'all know we go to the beach and find a lot of rings on the beach. And I can tell gold we can do some testing for, scratch testing. Y'all seen me do it many times, so that's not a problem. But a lot of times the stones confuse me. I don't know what kind of stones they are the stones real and so forth. So what I'm doing in this video, I actually took 23 rings to a GIA certified appraiser that knows all about stones, knows how to test everything, to see what some of the rings, the stones are in these rings that are found and whether they're real or not. So we're going to get into it right now. The first one, I'll put up on the screen there, is called a spinel, which I had never heard of, she was telling me. And they do come natural and they do come artificial. This one I have is the artificial, and they do make a lot of them, but they have the same reactions as the ones, the real ones. And I just showed you at the beginning of the video. This is pretty cool. This is a black light. Let's see if we can get it going here. And when you, I noticed the reason why I was showing you this, the reason why when I took the picture, put up on my sheet, when I took it, it turned green, real bright green. Because normally, if you look at it, it's almost like a diamond. It's almost clear, but then you put that light on it and it glows. Look at that, fluorescence. That is pretty cool, isn't it? I thought that was super cool. But anyway, they use that particular stone, spinel, in a lot of class rings, she said, because in all kind of colors. It comes in all different colors, so they can use it. And it's not real expensive, so they could do that. But one of the most expensive ones is actually called a Timer Ruby. It's actually in the British Crown Jewels. So I guess it's a red one. It's a real one. This particular one is synthetic, she said. I guess you can look at them and tell whether it is, or how was she tested. But she said that was synthetic. And but it's pretty cool ring. It's pretty interesting stone in it. That's the only one I've ever found for sure that I know of. But I thought it was pretty cool. The second we'll talk about is this one up on the screen here. And I didn't know what it was. A beautiful blue stone. The wife liked it, but what kind of stone is it? It's actually, she said, it is a London blue topaz. And she said it is a real topaz stone, and it's one of the most sought after topaz stones out there, which is pretty cool. So that one turned out to be a really good find there, and the wife likes it, so she's keeping it. That's a nice one right there. The next one was another really pretty stone. I didn't know what kind it was, but it had a really pretty yellowish tint to it. And I took it to her. She looked at it. She said that is a sapphire, but it's a lab-created sapphire. It's still a pretty ring, but it is lab-created. You just don't know these stones. They can create all these stones in the lab now. So the next one we got here was a beautiful ring, like a ruby. I didn't know if the ruby was real. I figured it probably wasn't. I got a microscope, and a lot of time I can look at them, and when you don't see any inclusions or imperfections, normally it's going to be a fake stone. The lab created almost perfect sometimes. And this was that. It was she tested it, and it was a lab created ruby. Still a pretty ring. The setting was more valuable than the stone, because the setting is really pretty on that one. The next one, this is one of my favorite rings I've ever found. I found a lot of these Eclata rings, and I found a lot of them, stainless steel, silver, all kind of ones, fake ones. But this one is 14 karat gold, one of my most favorite rings. And it does have a real stone in it, which I was really happy. It's a blue topaz stone, and that is one pretty ring right there. I like that. To find out that stone was real, made it even better. All right, the next we'll go to right here. It's a 14 karat, and that is a real amethyst. I knew it was an amethyst, but sometimes you just don't know if it's real or not. But that is a real amethyst. Very pretty ring. Real diamonds on it. So she did test my diamonds when they were real, make sure they were real too. But that's a pretty ring. The next one is actually not a ring. I found this a few years ago. And I looked at it under my microscope. I could see some imperfections in the stones, emeralds, that, the emerald colors on. But when you look at them, they're a little bit cloudy, or they got some imperfections. Just like a diamond, when you look at it under a microscope, you'll see little black spots in it and stuff. So you kind of know that it's real then. If it's perfectly clear, crystal clear, because it could be a perfect diamond, but most likely not. But anyway, this was real emeralds in it, 18 karat. That is really a pretty ring. I had to do a lot of work on it. It had been in the sand a while, I guess, and got kind of sand crushed up in it, bent just a little bit, but it cleaned up really nice, and it's really pretty. I really like that one. But the emeralds in it, all real. The next one is this one, and that is lab created also. I guess topaz, I think it was, but I didn't write it down. But like I say before, if you look at them, you don't see if it's crystal clear. Now, I did look into that one and see that that was nothing, no imperfections at all in it. Fake, well, it's lab created, not fake. A lot of stones you get in the stores are lab created. Now, the last two are some diamond rings I found that are, I was really curious about the size and the quality of the diamonds on these, because a diamond can range, oh my gosh, perfect diamond to a I2, which got a lot of imperfection. It's huge difference in cost and prices and all. So anyway, the first one here I got is actually a 2 rings into one that's soldered together, so I didn't want to have them unsoldered, take apart and everything. So it's got the enhancer and a solitaire. The single solitaire in it, this particular one you're looking at, is a little over a half a carat, between a half and 3/4 carat, and it has a rating of a SI1, which is pretty good, and a color G, which is really good on the scale of diamonds. See, the enhancer on the side has 1/4 carat of diamonds. The clarity is SI1, and the color is GH. So, anyway, that one's a really nice ring. It's the quality of it is definitely there for that one. So that turned out really good. This is actually the one that, if y'all remember, I did a video on my jewel friend, actually did a rhodium plating. As y'all know, white gold gold doesn't come in white. Gold comes in gold. So what you have to do is actually plate gold with rhodium to give it that white color. Now, they will mix the gold up with some silver, I think, because like 14 karat gold is just over half pure gold, but the rest of it, they'll put in something to make it a little bit lighter color. But to get that nice, bright silver color, they rhodium plate rings to give it white gold. All right, the last one is my biggest one I found, the biggest diamond I found in 2022. And I tried to measure it, kind of test it, and I was a little bit off. She said, I was thinking about 1 carat. She actually said that is actually a little over carat, like 1 1/3 carat diamond. The center diamond is one ring. It's got one center stone, and it's got multiple diamonds on the side. The center stone is I1 clarity with the color of J. So that, when you get the imperfection, I1 is not as good as that last one was, the SI1, slightly included versus included. So this one is not quite as good a quality as the previous one we just looked at, but it's big, 1 1/3 carat, so that's not too bad. And the color of J is not as good as the last one either, so, but it's still a nice diamond, nice. And the diamonds on the side of this one actually have a weight of 0.80, giving this ring with a color of HI, and total carat is 2.13 in that range. So that one turned out good. So, a lot of times you get these, you just don't know what kind of, what the stones are. I find them all the time, and sometimes if you got a microscope and look underneath of it, and you can actually, especially, diamond, you can do diamond testing and all, but in the gold you can test it, but some of these stones, I don't have a clue. So anyway, it really paid off for me to get all these rings in there. I did 10 out of the 23 that I did, but she really explained these to me and told me all about them and what kind of stones in them, and also, good job. Thank you. All right. Well, anyway, I just want to kind of show you all how I went through to kind of get these tested and see what kind they were and what they ended up being. All right. Appreciate y'all coming along. I hope y'all enjoyed checking some of these last rings out. And hopefully we'll find some more in 2023. Not looking good so far, though. I only got one so far. I got 231 last year, 237 year before that, but this year, 1. Hopefully it'll pick up. All right, appreciate everybody coming on. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. We'll see you in the next adventure.